Viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is a weekly reading, Monday to Thursday, and it is from the 22nd, December 22nd to the 25th. Now, that's going to be the time where everybody is going to be celebrating holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, actually, because it's that time, 25th of December. I wish you all a very happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and happy everything, Hanukkah, all the other celebrations, all the other cultures, holidays all over the place. I wish you all the best in everything you're doing. I wish you a lot of happiness, a lot of safety, and a happy 2026 to come. Thank you all for being here, my dear viewers. Thank you for your support. For those of you who are supporting the channel by watching the videos, I don't ask for anything else in support, as in going here and there, looking at this and paying that. There's none of that. I just like your support in viewing. The way I ask for my support is to watch 1 or 2 extra videos per week in support of my health. That's all I ask for and nothing more. Now I just want you to know, for those of you who are going to be watching this, I will be going live. I did start it, and I want you to know that I will be going live Monday to Tuesdays. And timing, I am not sure about the timing yet, but we will work out the timing very soon. But I want you to be aware it is going to be Mondays and Tuesdays. So have a look at the time I went last so that you know what time, and take back maybe 2 hours from there, and you'll understand approximately, until I work out the time with the controllers of the channel. Finally, we will have a proper estimation for everybody, but it's going to be Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so of course, you know, when I say Monday, that's the northern part is going to be Sunday. So I just want you to know that. You can come there and have a look and have some of your questions answered to the best of my ability. Now, here we go. We are going to go and see what are the most important factors for each and every one of you. Messages for the collective. Let's have a look. And we've got fresh air. Wow. Fresh air is very important, especially now that everybody is so burned out and overwhelmed with work. Stepping outside and just going for a small walk and, you know, in nature, it's going to be quite refreshing. It says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today and always, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. I do that daily. Always refresh your home as much as you can. Open them in the morning and close them when you're leaving. But of course, you've got to be careful not to leave them open while you're going to work and there's no one home. That's obvious. But just so you know, try to always have fresh air as much as you can. Let's have a look at 2 more messages for the collective. What are some more? Oh, transcending. Many of you are going to be transcending to high levels in your life. Some of you might be becoming becoming team leaders, being promoted. There is so much that's changing, and it looks to me like even in partnerships there are levels, leveling up and transcending to high levels. Some of you are transcending to high levels by ending chapters that have been very difficult are coming to an end, and new chapters are coming on. So miracles are going to be pouring in. That is magnificent. The rainbow spirit or waterfall is all about miracles pouring into your life and bringing with it so much healing and so much success and healing. Okay, and a great new beginning actually is there also. Now I'm going to remove these and see what else is there for this week. Here we go. We're going to take 2 messages from the deck, cutting twice for the collective. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about partnerships, alliance, business. Many of you, like I said, are starting a business or working for a business, but putting your hands together with someone, working well together and making a lot of profits. There's going to be a lot of profits and a lot of success coming from this situation. Money that you might have lost in the past, losses, all that will be compensated in this business. The next message is a little bit of patience. Things are going to get much better for you. You will have stability. Just be patient, and things are going to grow and grow and grow. They're going to bring a lot of change, a lot of success. And this is connected to Sagittarius. If you are Sagittarian, or if you are dealing with someone that has Sagittarius in them, I just want you to know that things are going to be doing quite well, and a lot of stability is coming in your life. I'm moving this to make room for 2 more messages. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next level and see what else is there. 2 messages from this deck for everyone, cutting twice. Let's have a look. And we've got the Heartfelt. This is connected to Taurus. So this is all about major changes that will uplift you, upgrade you, level you up to the next level. Some of you are committing to doing things better. Some of you are committing to making a big change in your life, whether that commitment is going to be for leveling up your relationships. Your commitment might be signing up to a business deal, alliance with someone to work together, whether it's upgrading your personal space, becoming an entrepreneur, leaving your work. Some of you might be even changing the steps and different things that you do, taking care of your health, joining a fitness group, joining a yoga, joining a temple. It could be anything that you might be joining to upgrade your life and different aspects of your life to the next level. So committing to upgrade is, and some of you even education. And there's the 3 of Pentacles. Have a look at this. I'm going to take it because it is very much connected to this. That's the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is a great change in regarding to business also. This is connected to business. So actually I might just put this one over here because it's going to affect the next message for everyone. And you got the 10 of Wealth. So a chapter is about to end. 1 more challenge to go, a suffocating chapter, and then comes the rewards. And the rewards are generation of wealth. A lot of wealth is coming your way. A lot of wealth, big time. That is magnificent. Okay. Money in abundance is coming. Now I'm moving on to 3 messages from another deck to see what else you need to know. 1 more shuffle. And I'm going to cut only once for 3 messages. Here we go. What have we got? Torn between 2 situations. It's amazing this came when I was doing the live. This came up that many people are going through being torn between 2 situations and not knowing what the best path is. The waiting game is over. It's going to be all revealed to you very soon that you will choose the right path. And I feel like the money that's coming is going to be the cause of it. And so is the business and the alliance. And the changes you're making are going to be all part of this. So you are going to find the way out. The sun shining in your path and in your way is bringing you a lot of abundance and a lot of healing. So this could be in connection to the business and to the wealth that's coming. But also it is in connection to a lot of healing and a lot of success and a lot of radiance that comes from the heavens or the universe to uplift you to the next level as a reward for all that you have gone through. Remember, there's only one challenge, and then things are going to get all working well for you and moving forward for you. So that is wonderful to know. And I feel like many of you who are starting your own business, you'll be doing exceptionally well, and this is the time for you to do well. So that's why we got the sun supporting your actions. There could be a stranger that might be also helping you change your life, upgrade your life, the cause of a business situation or a proposal. We'll see. Yes, there could be a possibility of moving, relocating, thinking about relocating due to work, to business, to a better life, and maybe because of the big amount of money that's coming. Finally, I saw this before, the 5 of Pentacles. It shows like there is going to be leaving a situation that is no longer working. A chapter is coming to an end. You're leaving an unhappy situation, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but you will overcome it, and it's going to be over. I even saw this again, similar situation, the ending of leaving a situation where you're unhappy. In the you've got to watch the one that I just did. It's called Live Now. If you missed it, have a look at it, and you'll see. There's a lot of information there for everyone. Now, the messages for everyone for this week, it says the wings are all about rising above money issues. So no more money problems. And due to this, you can believe this 100%, due to these, both of these here, because the sun is about abundance in many areas of your life. And then you got the 10 of wealth. And then you got the wings, which is rising above money issues. And I want to say one more thing that is so important, and that is business is taking off. This business here, which is doubled up in your reading. For those of you who are starting your business, and that was also in the reading for the collective live, that's very important. Those of you who are, it seems like a lot of people are getting their own business. Business is going to take off big time, and there's going to be a lot of profits. And these words exactly are connected to this, the Alliance and the Three of Pentacles. This is about business taking off and making a lot of profits, and you becoming wealthy from a business. This is really important. So yeah, that is truly incredible. Okay, so again, and also with the wings, one more thing about the wings. The golden wings are also about a lot of profit, and they're about spiritual work. So you surpass money issues because you got the 10 of wealth, and money is going to come big time. And then you start looking into spiritual work, looking into life's purpose, mission, and making even that into a career. Because then when you become quite wealthy, then you start wanting to help others. As soon as you're okay, you start thinking of how to make everybody else feel much better. So there may be spiritual work, and miracles are going to be pouring in. Now the swords, the golden swords, are about endings. You are going to be, some of you resigning, some of you leaving your job, and you are going to have a breakthrough. That's why you're doing this, because you want to start something of your own. Some of you might be so defensive in regard to some things that have been injustice. Some of you are being fired, and you might be fighting that, and you might need a lawyer. Some of you are looking at careers into law, or putting order into, like, military work, order. And also, there is another thing, that the money conflicts in your life are coming to an end. You are going to have a great breakthrough. So that is wonderful. Okay, let's move on to the next level. And the next level is, before I do the... Yeah, I'll do this one before I clarify. I'm just going to take a few messages for the collective. Maybe, about 3-4 messages. How many have we got? 1, 2, and 3, and 1 more maybe. Okay, so 2 have come up. That's okay. Right. The first thing I saw here is the owl and the empty chair. This is about someone leaving. And... the owl is about a spiritual situation, spiritual event. It's about wisdom. It's about listening to your gut feeling on top of what is right, like what your mind and your intellect are saying, your logic. This is also about endings. It's like the death card, where sometimes there could be a passing. Somebody might be leaving your life, which is connected to the chair. These are very much connected. An empty chair shows someone is leaving your life. In some cases, very rare cases, it can be a passing. So that's that one. And also the empty chair is about separations. Someone leaving your life or separation. There is an older woman here. This older woman could be somebody that might be involved in this, leaving the life. That could be one. This can also be a relationship or a connection with a woman. An older woman in regard to business alliance. It could be someone a little bit older than you. There is that. Feminine energy here very strong. And then we got the purse, hidden money coming to you, but you've got to be very careful that you don't make any mistakes, so there won't be any losses. You've got to pay attention to your money and to everything to do with contracts, money, and situations about money. Just paying extra attention, but you are going to be spending on something, that's for sure. Oh, by the way, what did the tea leaf say? Pay attention to your finances. Yep, we agree on both of that. Both of us, we agree on this. The next thing, what I want to do is, yes, clarification. So let's clarify some of the cards. And we're going to start with... Oh, there was another one. I just saw this. Flowers. This is all about news coming to you. Something wonderful. A beautiful event. An admirer. That's another one. Chinese year of the rooster. And what does the tea leaf say? Happiness. Joy and happiness. Is that right? Yep, happiness. Happiness on its way to you. And news. Happy news is coming. Let's have a look at the sun. Oh, and there's a card that just fell for the sun. Look at this. When I said abundance in every area of your life, and the heavens said miracles, and then the 10 of wealth came, what does this say? I'll tell you what it says. I'll just leave the sun, because this is about abundance, and this could be about a windfall. So the wealth is overwhelming, and the miracles that are going to be pouring in, miracles, can be a major windfall here. Very, very possible, exceptionally possible. A great time to rise. Listen to this, to rise above money issues. Really, really rise with a windfall. Obviously, you will rise with the golden wings, rising above money matters and becoming more spiritual, more caring, more compassionate, and looking around as to who to help, how many people you can help, and just surpassing a life of debt. So play the lotto or the lottery and don't stop. And I discussed that intensely in this live reading that I did about how you can play, especially if you are in countries where you're not allowed to play the lotto or lottery. There were suggestions that I put out there. Have a look at that and you will understand what the best course of action is when you need to play and you can't play. Because there are possibilities that you might not be aware of. And one of which we discussed in that reading. The live reading that I did is so important for you to watch because it will touch everybody. The sun is also abundance in many areas of your life. So that is also a possibility. Now let's move on to, now other than windfall, there could be inheritance, because in that live reading, which was for the collective, inheritance did come. Two of Pentacles did come. There's a lot of information here that came. And what I'm trying to say here also is that abundance can come not only from windfall, it can be from inheritance. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. And the next one is being torn between two situations. What are the two situations? Okay, the past. You're finally going to leave the suffering behind you and leave the past. If you're torn between the past and what is yet to come, or the next step, you are going to be leaving that behind and moving forward. Okay, didn't I do the Two of Pentacles? Okay, so leaving the past. The Six of Cups is about leaving the past and the end of suffering. Let's have a look at the Heartfelt. Sometimes I'm so overwhelmed that I might do something twice. Don't hold that against me. Be patient with me. Okay, we've got the Death card, which shows an ending. There could be a passing here that makes it, again, strong. The Death card is connected to Scorpio. It is also connected to letting go and saying goodbye to the past, and also ending of situations. The light work here and remembrance, you're finally going to go through an awakening, which is going to uplift you to high levels of vibrations and inner strength. And also getting past conflict, getting past pain, getting past a lot of the past, and really a spiritual awakening is going to hit you. And that is going to transcend you to high levels where you will remember that you're a light worker, that you're doing time here, helping others, you're supporting others, you're assistants, you're here to assist and to help and to uplift. Let's have a look at we did the Hierophant, and the Hierophant also that we talked about, the changes that are going to be taking place are endings. There's a lot of endings and letting go of the past, and then awakening, a lot of awakening. Now let's have a look at the business. The Three of Pentacles, the business and the profits. Okay, it's for some of you, it's starting with a message, perhaps. There's some text or phone call or even a letter, some sort of communications where news are on their way. Connected to Mercury, which is the ruler of Virgo, or Gemini, or both, actually, both of them. So it could be someone coming from someone that's Virgo, Gemini. They might offer something or suggest something. But what's incredible is this is something destined for you. The Wheel of Fortune is about destiny, something that's fated, end of karma, and rewards. It's also part of the reward system. There is going to be plenty of incredible divine detours and divine interventions, but plenty of luck and fortune on its way to you. And that is the reason you're rising above the money matters. Rising way above money matters to the highest level and degree. And that is absolutely incredible. Okay, so that's destiny for you. And that was in regard to the business. Now let's have a look at the relocation. Those of you who are considering relocating, maybe for work, maybe for other reasons. Okay, so there could be a third party involved. When I say a third party other than yourself, I'll just be back in a moment. So as I was saying, my dear viewers, in reference to the relocation, is all about information. gathering information, and also it can be connected to someone of air energy. Let me make that clear first. This is the Page of Swords. Someone that is very honest and sincere, and it's due to this person that you are going to be trying to work out what to do. Someone that's got strong Aquarius in them, or strong Libra, or strong Gemini. Keeping tabs on people. Keeping tabs doesn't means only spying. Okay, for some of you, could be dealing with a spying situation, and then you're finding information out and you're realizing how to proceed and what to do. But it is also about being very honest and looking for the truth, searching for the truth. It is in connection to relocating, moving. This could be someone new is coming to you also that will support you to be able to move. Gathering information can also be in regard to expansion in your life, manifesting that which you want. It could be also about self-love and finally wanting to create a new life when something isn't working well for you. It is about expansion. It is about focusing your intentions on what is in your heart, on what you desire, and what you want. It is a time for self-worth and self-realization, going through all of that. And I feel like this is what's going to finally help you make the decision about relocating to a better place or moving to a better place. Let's have a look at the Ten of Wealth and see where's this money coming from. Alchemy. And this is is it here? Yeah, this is this one here. Sagittarius, Temperance, connected to Sagittarius. And it's also connected to balance and healing coming in your life. It is also about transmutations that will bring you a lot of comfort, a lot of stability is coming in your life where you will finally be stable and be very happy. But ultimately it takes time, and you need to be a little bit patient because it is on its way. How incredible they're sitting next to each other. We asked about the Ten of Wealth and we got this. So it comes at a time in your life where you're feeling at a loss, you feel wounded, rejected. Some of you rejected, some of you lost money, some of you missing someone, some of you not feeling enough. All of that is going to be changing and you are going to be empowered. Just be a little bit patient. And especially those of you who are dealing with Sagittarius or might have Sagittarius in you. This is very strong Sagittarius here. So that explains all of that. Now I'm going to move on to the next level and to see what else you need to know. Two more messages from another deck for everybody. Let's start with the first one. And it says honeymoon. Some of you might be thinking of taking time off, vacation, going on a honeymoon, some of you could be planning your honeymoon. Some of you might also be going on a trip, a romantic trip away with someone. That is also possible. But there is a situation where you might be taking a trip, vacations, holidays, short trips, but something that romantic that might happen at a time when you are on a vacation. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together with someone. You will enjoy the bliss. Now remember, abundance. I never get over this. Abundance with these three together, rising above money issues. I just don't know why I had to repeat that again. And destiny, bringing you wealth and abundance and miracles. Okay, so being in love is another one, but I was looking for love situations, but it looks like to me many of you are in the process of meeting someone rather than being with someone now. The majority of you are in the process. There may be some of you that you are with someone wonderful and you might be taking a trip away. Some of you are meeting that older person also. Remember that. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Spiritual path for some, religious upbringing for others. So remember that when something does happen. Let's take some messages from the heart. Your heart, somebody else's heart, what somebody's thinking, all of that. For the collectives, I'll take about 3 maybe. If you want to ask something. Okay, this was going to come and it didn't. So let's continue on. Okay, there's another one. And one more. No, that's too many. Just one more. From your heart or somebody else's heart. Let's see what you're thinking or other people are thinking. Right. Now, it says you deserve more than I can give you. This is someone that will actually confess that you deserve more than they can give you. At least they're being honest and they're realizing that they may not be enough. So that could be a situation where, you know, feeling wounded and loss and rejection might be happening. I talk to my friends about you. Someone's crazy about you and they're talking to their friends all about you. They're very excited about you. And then I'm going through a spiritual awakening. And that's very much like what we had before. Spiritual awakening, this one here, remembering who you are, what you're doing here. And a spiritual awakening and empowers you in ways you can't even contemplate. You just got to go through it. Because it starts and it doesn't stop. And it continues on and on and on. So that's that. And now, Chinese cookies, and see what else is there. Final messages. So we got one. And I need one more. And thank you. Okay. Now, let's have a look. The changes I've been talking about, they're imminent and repeated, confirmed and reaffirmed. A big change is coming. Right. Let's see. It says a change of residence. Relocation. Right. A change of residence or partner or even career or job is on the cards. You are restless and in need of a change. And that is exactly what is coming your way. So many of you, of us, all of us, are changing other careers, homes, lives, lifestyles, you know, different things. So it's all happening. And by the way, the riches here, the personal riches, we're talking wealth here. That's why we got the wealth. That's why we got the wealth and abundance and windfall. That's why we got the miracles. And that's why we got everything else. And the Wheel of Fortune. It says small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on their way. Finances will improve dramatically. Finances could improve dramatically. Now, for some of us, it's going to happen now. For others, it'll be a little bit later. And for others, it'll be a bit later on. But avoid get-rich schemes. Whatever you do, don't do any risks. Don't take any risks. Just be prepared for a major drastic rise in your money. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a thumbs up. Have a wonderful weekend. I did forget to wish happy birthdays, not weekend, sorry, weekdays, the whole weekdays and the weekend, all of it together. I forgot to wish happy birthdays and happy occasions to everyone who's celebrating this week between the December 20th to the 25th, 22nd to the 25th. I wish you an abundant time of joy and happiness, happy birthdays, happy occasions. I wish you the best of the best for those of you who are celebrating and those who are not. All my love and light to all of you. Best wishes and regards, and namaste.